This is the Colts' fifth divisional matchup in their first 7 weeks of the season. Why not put them through the gauntlet to start it all out, Tank? I mean, do these divisional games
Man,
just mean a little bit more, and are the Colts going to be fired up to go up against the Titans in this one?
well, they're definitely going to be fired up to go against the Titans, but there's so many interesting nuggets in this one. Like Tennessee is fifth against the run. The Colts give up the 11th most rush yards per game. The Titans are dead last against the pass, and then the Indianapolis Colts are pretty solid against the pass. So, what does this tell me? Like the Titans are probably going to try to continue to lean on Derrick Henry. That's been their bread and butter. Like they're not going to win unless Derrick Henry has himself a game. That being said, they should get Jonathan Taylor back. I guess he said that he was feeling okay last week, but there was something that was a little bit off. But he felt good in practice yesterday. So, I mean, I guess he's trending to being close to 100% for this matchup. Yet the Titans are really good against the run. Matt Ryan, 389 passing yards, three tubs against the Jags last week. Like that's
Life.
impressive. And the Jags are also really tough against the run, and so they decided to go out there and throw the ball around. And you know you could do it against the Titans because they're really bad. So this is an intriguing matchup to me. Like I think these teams sometimes they can play like those kind of like old like AFC Central matchups where it's like all big and bruising, and then sometimes they can just kind of let the points fly on the board. This may be one of those games where the points just fly on the board, and I'm here for it. That being said, like which way am I leaning? I think with it being 42 and a half, I like to go with the over here. Tennessee playing at home, I really don't know who's going to win this matchup, honestly. So I probably wouldn't even mess with the side. I would just go with the over.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. You look back to week 4, right? And these two teams played. The Titans had 3 sacks, an interception, a fumble recovery. And then you look at week 6, Matt Ryan, and he looks like a completely different dude.
Yeah.
Jared, what Matt Ryan are we going to see in this game? Because I know Jonathan Taylor's coming back. He still might be a little bit banged up because something's still tweaked there. I feel like a lot more of this game is going to rest on Matt Ryan's shoulders. Are we going to see week 4 Matt Ryan against the Titans or week 6 Matt Ryan that threw for 380 plus yards and 3 tutties?
Is Michael Pittman and Alec Pierce playing? Yeah. I think we're gonna see a little bit more of what we saw last week with again, those two guys are key. And it kind of speaks a little bit to what, like, I'm trying to make some parallels with that Giants Jags game where you see how vulnerable Jacksonville is in the secondary, but then again, not to beat the Giants drum too much, can the Giants offense take advantage of that? We'll get to that game later. But I think Indy's offense is starting to find a little bit of their sea legs here. And listen, they underperformed the first few weeks of the year. It was a new quarterback in a new system with Pittman and Pierce both out. Now Pittman and Pierce are healthy. We've had 6 weeks of Matt Ryan getting comfortable with Frank Reich's scheme. You're starting to see, and again, say what you want about Matt Ryan in close games, Super Bowls, whatever. Over the long haul of his career, he's been a very productive quarterback that's won a ton of games. So I expect against the Tennessee defense that is as vanilla as it gets, especially in the secondary, I expect Matt Ryan to be able to move the football. Now, here's the question. On the other side of the ball, Jonathan Taylor, fine. Not worried about the Colts offense. I'm worried about the Colts defense because they were gashed by the Jags offense, running the ball right down their throat. No Kwity Paye, no Shaq Leonard. Huge difference. Are those guys going to play this week? I was on the Colts last week, assuming at least one of them would play. Not only that, Hines and Taylor. So again, we're taping this show on a Thursday. If those guys don't play and you have Derrick Henry with no Kwity Paye and no Shaq Leonard for the Colts, this is a completely different handicap. So please, as much as we can beat this game to a dead horse on a Thursday, look at the injury report on Sunday. Kwity Paye and Shaq Leonard need to be in the lineup if the Colts have any chance of stopping the run. That's really the only nugget I can give to you here. The injury concerns on the Colts defense makes this game completely different if those two guys are not in the lineup.